went to film school and graduated in 1999. And since then, I've worked mostly behind the camera. I've done some stuff in the States and a lot of stuff in Asia, mostly in Hong Kong.
Do you plan on returning to acting?
Actually, like when I decided to go to film school, I thought, you know, I'm going to stop acting and just go strictly behind the camera. I actually did a movie in 2001 called Second Time Around, even though it didn't turn out quite as good as I hoped. But, you know, if the right role comes along, yeah, sure, why not? But just currently, I'm not actively pursuing it. If there's a role that's really good, definitely.
Bring it back to the Goonies. What's your favourite memory during the filming of it?
There are a lot of great memories, but what I remember most making the Goonies is the time the 7 of us spent in the trailer doing schoolwork. So you can only imagine how crazy and wild we are, because we spend a lot of time there when we're not on the set. And we have 2 tutors. Right. And there's always screaming, yelling, and a lot of singing too. So we had a great time and a lot of laughs.
What's your favorite scene from the movie?
I haven't seen the movie for a while, but I would say, you know, probably the first time we saw the pirate ship. Yeah, just because how my memory of the pirate ship is that it was just amazing. It was built amazing. It was so grand, beautiful, very detailed, and we had so much fun just being in the pool.
What are your thoughts about there being in Goonies 2?
You know, I think all of us are up to doing Goonies 2, but it's been in development for so many years. And I know there are, you know, a number of scripts out there. I know Steven and Dick are really behind it. They want to do it. I think a few years ago, it was very close to happening. But Warner Brothers didn't want to do it. You know, they didn't want to get behind it because they didn't think it would be profitable, unfortunately, you know. And I think it's going to be one of those projects that's going to be stuck in development hell.
But if there was a great script, you would be interested maybe in doing it if
everybody is involved.
If everybody is,
yes. I mean, if all the Goonies are back, and if Dick is directing it, if Steven is producing it, yeah, then definitely.
Have you kept in touch with any of the Goonies cast or any of the Indiana Jones?
Mostly with Jeff B. Cohen, Jeff Chunk. We're very good friends. But in terms of the others, not as often as I would like.
With the DVD commentary, we saw that you were all reunited together. What was that like?
It was pretty surreal.
It looked like it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. But you know what's so amazing though? It's, you know, like when we did the movie, we really were like, you know, like good friends or like a big family. And after we'd done the film, it was like, you know, us growing up and each of us, you know, going our own path, getting married and having kids. And when we got back together for the reunion, it was not awkward at all.
The gadgets, your gadgets were absolutely incredible. Did you get to keep any of them?
No.
None?
No.
Did you have a favorite?
Well, you know, I don't remember, when we were done filming, I don't remember asking for it. So I can only assume that it's in a box in some warehouse, you know, on the Warner Brothers lot. But no, I didn't keep any of it. I haven't seen it since we're done.
Because you had such amazing gadgets in the film. I mean, did any of them go wrong while you were trying to do a scene? Well,
it's data, so there's always going to be malfunction, you know. But when we're shooting it, it's actually very technical. It's usually, you know, me standing very still for 10 or 15 minutes while this special effects team rigged this gadget on me. And when we did shoot it, something would go wrong, you know, like the pinches of peril. You know, I have to move my arm a certain way for the thing to shoot out. Or, you know, the belt with the darts, you know, wouldn't, you know, after I pressed the button, it wouldn't shoot out. I mean, there's always malfunction with, you know, with data.
Tell me I have stupid inventions, and I've been spending months and months studying on them and inventing them.
What was it like working with Steven Spielberg? Because that must have been incredible.
It is the most amazing experience, a dream come true. I had, you know, such a great time on Temple of Doom. It was my first movie. I've never acted before, have no acting experience, and somehow Steven was so great with, you know, obviously with kid actors, you know, before with E.T. and stuff, but he was so good just, you know, just drawing that performance out of me. And a lot of people don't know, I mean, Steven is a great actor himself too, because a lot of time before each, you know, scene, he would show me exactly how he wanted me to do it. So,
Sounds like an incredible man.
He is, and you know, he creates such a warm and comfortable atmosphere for his actors to work in. And if I did something wrong, he never screamed at me. He never raised his voice on set, and he would never let you feel uncomfortable that you made a mistake. You know, he would say, "Oh, there's no problem. You know, we'll go again." I remember doing scenes where it got like 2 absurd takes, you know, 20, 30 takes, because I couldn't stop laughing. But he was,
Patience of a saint.
yeah, and he was laughing. He was enjoying. You know, he was saying, "Oh, that's great. Print that one." You know, and I was just laughing. I was just goofing off. You know, on the first day of shooting, I remember we did like you know, a big master shot. I think it was like in Mickey's house, and in the script, there was only like a few lines. You know, there was probably like a line from Mikey's character, a line from Data, a line from Mouth. But when it's time to do it, all of a sudden, all of us just started talking at the same time, just ad-libbing. That's not even in the script. And Dick says, "Wait, cut, you know, you guys," because it was driving the sound guy crazy. There was no way they can edit that. And he says, "Okay, you know, guys, don't talk over each other. We'll go again, same thing. Go again, same thing." And then finally, Dick just gave up, you know.
Poor man.
You're working, Mikey. Oh, no!
You know, I got a great story on the coat. I didn't thought I'd have it. When we're done filming, it's been so many years. I moved last year, and I was just going through my stuff, and I found this box laying in my garage, right? And I haven't opened it for maybe like 10 years. And I opened it, and there was some stuff on top, and I took it out, and at the very bottom was the coat. And I took it out, and it still looked exactly the same.
That's incredible.
Many years ago, yeah.
Data, don't mess this one up and prepare for the wings of flight. Oh! Screen door! Mikey! The screen door!
Well, I also have a little quick surprise that I wanted to throw in, and it's sitting over there.
This is bizarre. And I remember I had this, I put this on every day for 5 months. So.
It's
It does fit
magic.
me.
Isn't it the best coat in the entire
But
world?
this couldn't be the same jacket, though.
It is one of 3, I think.
How would it fit me if now?
Because if you watch the movie again, you'll see how oversized it was. Honestly,
And it feels oversized now.
it does feel oversized now. It's amazing.
Oh, this is weird. This is very weird.
Let's fill those guys.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm Data again.
Data's back.
Yeah, Data's back.
Thank you very much, Ke. It was a pleasure meeting you, and can only say on behalf of all the Goonies everywhere that we love you. We are thrilled and grateful that you were able to meet with us and to just do this interview, because I know you're a especially private man and we've not heard or seen of you for years, and so just to even have a little insight into your world again has just been absolutely incredible. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you next year if possible at the
I'll try my
reunion.
best. I'll try my
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.